everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Falcons coming in at 2-2, going up against the Packers, who come in at 3-1. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Michigan State Spartan, Connor Cook.
I love looking at the backgrounds of some of these players. Connor Cook comes from a very athletic family. It's no accident.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Let's go.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, he bowls over it. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And a look at the defense now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building. But the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game where the emotion got a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same.
Double tight, double tight. Hey. 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. 3 and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Hey, 4 down. Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball? Running it against the #1 defense, he gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now they carry that over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Still second down.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Gallo has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's got some space here. And he is finally going to be stopped down around the 5-yard line. What a return.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Yeah, here now come the Falcons. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and goal from the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's able to put it through. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic 1st down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
At the end of 1, 7-6 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, little 360. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down. Alert. Set. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field. Position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Going to throw right side here, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. The play clock's running down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Ooh, with a juke. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
But for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Sheds a 2nd man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it... brings up 3rd. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Play clock winding down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good shape right now.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
One tight end. You got 4.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away.
On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. We get a look at the Packers defense as they work their way into position. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out.
Let's go! Blue 90!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got time. Throwing right, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Slot! Green! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd down now following the completed pass.
Let's go! 3-19!
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking. Off.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Falcons are down right now, but they have to feel like they're still in it. The Packers deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Third down at the 14. Quick pass and completion is made here, and after the short pass, he'll score. They go ahead by 1. Packers have it late in the second. He'll move off the right side on the run, and finally on play 12, they score. The lead now at 6. Still a little time left on the clock. The quick pass and completion is made, and he'll end up picking up 23 yards on the play. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando for the call of the second half. Let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, what's in that party?
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Now, let's go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They come out here in the eye. The play clock's running down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here we go now. Green 39!
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball to the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far,
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you call.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Packers get set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll drop the throw. And His pass incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Wide open receiver complete. And give him 12 yards and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
The play clock's running down. Back to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
17, got it. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Let's go, T.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw here. Surveying the field. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. You just saw another example of it there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Time running out here on the play clock. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the... ultimately wins them the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the strength.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got time in the pocket. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
This will be fielded at the 17. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Connor Cook gears up to go again on offense for this next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This deep. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their big-bodied receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
And this is now a 1-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay.
Gano for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got time. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Green Bay, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.